my name is Annika Moe. I am the Sales Enablement Manager for JR Simplot, specifically for our Global Food Division. I joined the company at the end of May, so it's been super fun to learn the Highspot tool, get to know our community and what has been set up in the system so far, get to know the reps, how they're using it, and how I can best support them. JR Simplot is, in the company itself, Simplot is a global food and agricultural company. So we use the tool currently for our North America food service, as well as a few other affiliate offices like Australia. So one of the challenges that our sellers and reps face in their day-to-day sales roles is that we have multiple different entities that they're working with. So they work not only with operators, which would be like almost a direct sell, but we have this second part of that, which is the distributor. So our reps are navigating multiple different relationships and conversations and have multiple different sales materials and content that they need to share out to both of those entities at different points during the sales process. So that's a lot for our sales team to manage, but also have the knowledge about where to get all of those materials. So that's a really big challenge that they have to face day in and day out. The way that sales enablement and marketing can help facilitate and ease that challenge that we were just talking about that our reps face is to provide up-to-date and accurate information and have it be organized in a way that's easy to find for our sales force. So using a sales enablement tool like Highspot allows us to create playbooks and spots that are all organized around these different pieces of content that they're going to need to navigate that through that sales process. Absolutely. So I think enablement as a whole helps us really drive our go-to-market tactics by being organized, as well as creating an opportunity to provide the right content at the right time to the right people to drive home our specific goal and hopefully meet all of our initiatives. There's so many things that I think Highspot and helps us achieve those goals from an enablement perspective, but I think the biggest one from my perspective is the organizational portion of it. Highspot has allowed us to have multiple different ways that we're surfacing that content to our sellers in a way that's visually appealing to them so that they will eventually take action. And like we were talking about before, being able to house multiple different types of content for different scenarios within one tool, but surface them at the right time and give specific actions for those materials has really been beneficial. We, on Highspot, I'll give the example of our North America food service page. We have like our home page, which we highlight our Monday morning communication on every single Monday. So we send out a communication every Monday morning before East Coast starts working that highlights like the top 5 or so things that the seller should be aware of for that coming week as it relates to products, as it relates to marketing materials, and everything in between. So we highlight that on our homepage every Monday morning, and it's available for the reps throughout the week and then changes every Monday with the new work week. And so we also highlight all of our new marketing materials, any key initiatives that are taking place, and also on that homepage, it'll direct them out to some of our playbooks for first half initiatives from our leadership teams, as well as focused playbooks for new product launches. And then when they dive into those materials, which we also highlight in the Monday communication at the right time to drive the right reaction from our sellers, it'll give them all of the materials that they need to be successful in achieving those goals and specific timelines as well. The Simplot company, when we have a product launch, we have a few best practices that we put into place. So after all of our marketing materials are created from the sales enablement perspective, we are currently creating playbooks that have a very specific structure to them, and it outlines things like not just our POS items, but it also outlines analytics. It also outlines some insights that our sales teams can find useful, key messaging, things that they should mention to operators. They're kind of like launch tactics. It's kind of like a launch challenge, if you will, with certain activities that they should hit in order to kind of be entered into whatever the launch challenge might be. And then in addition to those playbooks and the pitches and all of the content that we are housing within those playbooks, we're also currently, as one of our best practices, highlighting those in those Monday morning communications that we were just talking about as a really great way to highlight specific actions that they should take at certain times throughout the week. One of the things that Highspot is very unique with helping us support with our product launches is making sure that the content is always updated. Having the feedback owner in there when a content piece is uploaded helps ensure that if there is a change during the launch process, that they're kind of in charge of that piece of content and they can update it, and then we don't have to go out and tell the sales force that there is a new piece of POS out there that they should be sending to operators, but that content is always accurate and always updated, and it kind of alleviates that stress and that back and forth communication with our sellers. So I think that's a really unique thing that allows us to be really nimble and flexible in that new launch period. As Simplot, we operate in multiple different countries around the world. And so with Highspot, one of our goals is to use the tool in more than just our North America affiliate office. So our goal is to use this tool across multiple different affiliate offices that we work with. So currently we have it in North America. We also are using Highspot for the food service side in Australia. But one of the challenges that we found when we are going to work with our affiliate offices is they don't always have the same practices and the same structure that we do here in North America. And so one of the benefits to using Highspot is the flexibility to adapt the spots, the groups, and the materials to meet the needs and wants of our affiliate offices. Everyone works differently, and especially when you're talking about working around the globe, there's so many different things that come into play when someone goes to market and even communicates with a potential customer or operator and potentially a distributor. So having the flexibility and the organizational tactics and structure within Highspot allows us to really customize that experience so it works best for that affiliate office. So one business challenge that we're still currently working on, but has gotten a lot better, is governance. Specifically in the food service world and the food world in general, there is so much content and there's so much product that is always moving and so much change that's happening not just every month, but every week. So in that challenge, you can see the struggle with making sure that the content is not just updated, but is accurate, and that we're not bogging down the system with 5 pieces of content for one topic. So Highspot has really helped us drill down to make sure that we're governing our content correctly, and we're also surfacing the right pieces for our sellers. It's still a work in progress, but something that we've done in addition to looking at the analytics within Highspot is also building dashboards in Power BI. We have quarterly governance calls with all of our marketers to kind of go over the spots and the content pieces that they manage. So I would definitely say it's a work in progress, but it's something that has gotten a lot better in the last probably year or so, if not more. But it's definitely something that we're still striving to kind of hone in and kind of really create that strategy and structure and get everyone on board with our governance policies to make sure that everything that we are putting in the system is going to benefit the sellers in some way, shape, or form. We're we're starting to dabble in AI as a company, which is really exciting. But to see that you all are on the forefront of that technology and kind of really honing in on what will be beneficial for sellers as well as marketers to kind of strategize what content works the best and is driving the best outcomes is really exciting to see. So I'm so excited to hopefully implement all of that and see what it could benefit our company with. I'm super excited about AI, but in addition to that, I'm super excited to start exploring the digital rooms. I think it creates a really unique experience on the receiving end, whether it's on our end, an operator or a distributor. And I think in today's world, because the viewing time before someone leaves the site is about 3 seconds, especially on an email, if they have to click and back click to open different documents that are attached in like a traditional pitch, it's not always the best experience. So I'm super excited to start working with the digital rooms and see what kind of templates we can create and how much engagement we can get with our sellers. I know that just in the last couple of weeks, sitting with some of our sellers and kind of going through analytics, they didn't realize how far they could drill down on their own into what valuable information is in there to drive and tailor the next call with an operator is in there. So, they didn't know that they could see the page views and how long someone spends on something. So I think with digital rooms, it's really going to elevate that experience and just really show our sellers the power of Highspot. For me, Highspot is consistency because it allows us to, like I was saying before, be there at the right time with the right message to drive the right reaction with our sellers.